Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Welcome to the live drive of the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. We go 1 week without doing a live drive and we completely forget how to do everything. We didn't bring our wind buffer this time, so it's a little windy outside. Might get a little bit of the audio drop, but we're going to do our best to stay out of the wind and stay focused on this mid-size-ish compact crossover. Let us know if you're in the chat. We're going to spend a few minutes going around the car, talking about it, and then we'll get to your chats here in a few minutes. Another thing we're going to check is we're going to keep an eye on the signal, because last time we started a live drive, we had just about no connection signal. So we seem to be pretty good right now, but if it dies out, we'll try to catch it. Alright, so the Hyundai Santa Fe fixed up a little bit for 2021. Some updated looks, and then this hybrid powertrain. So we're taking a 1.6 liter turbocharged inline-4 motor that Hyundai's been using for a lot of different products and pairing it up with a 6-speed automatic transmission and a battery with an electric motor, about a 1.5 kilowatt-hour battery. So nothing huge, but just enough to provide a little bit of electric assist, if you will, getting away from stoplights. And that allows this Santa Fe to achieve 32 miles per gallon in the city, 30 on the highway. Pretty decent for a vehicle of this size. And we have seen those numbers coming out on our testing. We just did the fuel economy test today. We actually got 32 miles per gallon in our 70 mile per hour testing. So keep an eye out for that video. I'm not completely sold on the styling, but I'm not completely sold on most new Hyundai styling other than the Sonata. I think the Sonata looks sweet. They're going very aggressive, futuristic looking.
I see that.
Similar-ish to the Palisade, but the Palisade grew on me a little bit, so maybe this will as well. What do you think, Liz?
I do see what you mean when you say futuristic, aggressive. I mean, look how thin and knife pointy these headlights are. That's kind of ridiculous, and they're actually entirely very, very small.
That's just LED. The actual headlights are down there.
Oh, I see.
It's very similar to the Jeep Cherokee.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. It looks so much like a Genesis, but that makes sense. Yeah, the roof rails are very Genesis-like.
Yep. Yeah, and you have
kind of look.
This grille that's like a brushed aluminum look rather than black.
I actually think that's really sharp.
You do?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Right.
The headlights are a little silly looking.
Okay.
But I do love the rest of the body look. It looks very sleek and yet aggressive.
Yeah.
See what you're saying. I don't think the wheels match it though. Those look very rugged.
And I like the wheels, so I guess, you know, maybe I just prefer more of that kind of ruggedy look for this sort of vehicle.
Yeah, I think in and of themselves they look really cool, but the rest of this car, especially with the silver, it looks really quite classy from the outside. Yeah. Just looking at it now, and the wheels are kind of rugged.
Right.
Yeah. Separate though, they're cool.
They may have done this more enclosed wheel design for efficiency for this hybrid model.
Okay.
That could have something to do with it.
That makes sense then. Yeah.
Coming around to the back, you again see some Hyundai Palisade sort of inspiration in the tail lights, but it's fairly straightforward. I do like the light bar kind of reflective bit going across. I think that's classy. Kind of steps it across.
Lincoln.
Yeah. Pop it open.
So much space.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for activities back here. And a very, very flat load surface. This is kind of just simple flooring that pops up. Here you can see you've got your jack, or if you needed to jack the car up, swap out to a spare. And then under here, you've got quite a bit of underfloor storage, sort of set apart, so you can do groceries in there.
I love that.
You could pull this whole thing out if you wanted and get a bigger
container. Love that. Look at you. I can imagine like a giant, like 3 gallons of milk just in each one of them.
Yep.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Love that.
And then I also appreciate that you can fold down the rear seats from right here.
Oh,
nice and flat. That seat would have to go a little bit, but if you wanted to camp in your Santa Fe, maybe you're taking a trip to Arizona, who knows? You got room.
Nice.
5'10", it's a fairly flat surface, and I could even pull off this little whatchamacallit, sunshade, block the sun from my eyes. Perfectly nice place to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, let's hop into the back seat, see who's in the chat. Oh, another thing, the new Santa Fe logo. You've got this this little sun icon logo looking thing.
That's huge.
That's not only here, but also on the floor mat.
That's actually really very cute.
Right.
are really light. Look
Yeah?
at that.
Huh.
That's nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of recline. See the difference there that you can do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Goes way back. Way back and comfy. Panoramic sunroof, which we currently have closed. Also, the headliner material is kind of neat. I don't know how you'd describe it.
It's woven.
Yeah,
all materials.
Well, it's kind of like almost woolish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a padding to it too. That's really nice.
I'll let you take this quick. I'm gonna turn the vehicle on and open up the sunroof. Quickly pulls back. There you go. Alright, who do we got in the chat?
Yes. Let's check that.
Got USB-A ports, a wall-style outlet. That's nice. Very little to pretty much no hump here in the center, so you can set things right in the middle. Maybe a diaper bag or a camera bag in this case. Good amount of space. Plenty of knee room, headroom, some handles. It's a perfectly good place to be.
Nice. So we have Mark Lovett saying, "Hey Charlie," and Moran saying, "Hello."
Hello, hello.
Lexi Shaw says, "Hi Charlie, you're the best."
Hello, Lexi. Thank you.
That's really cute. And hi Daily Motor, you're the best. Ron says, "I know it's a Hyundai."
Okay.
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Man.
It's tough.
Oh yeah, and he says, "So I know it already doesn't hold
Yeah.
gear and doesn't hit the limiter, so I'm not gonna ask for any of those things."
Well, you know what, Moran? Maybe hopefully at some point here we'll get a Veloster N, and then that should hold gears.
That would be really cool.
Yep. Especially if it's a manual, then obviously.
Right.
Little flipper downer.
Yeah, flipper down.
Some card
Nice
cup
and
holders.
simple. I really like the subtle detail in these seats with the quilting.
Yeah.
Look how nice that is.
And there's a trim above this called the calligraphy model. It's new for 2021, and it's got an even nicer leather with the quilting in it.
Really?
So it's like a super soft, supple leather. I got to sit in one out in Tucson when I was out there. Yeah, or California. I think it was when I was in California.
I think my brother bought a Santa Fe, and I don't remember.
No, I think he got a Tucson.
He got a Tucson?
I'm pretty sure he got a Tucson.
Okay.
Yep.
I just texted him just to double check.
Yep. No, the Santa Fe is a little bit larger. This is, I think, similar to the Kia Sorento. Although the Sorento, you can get a third row. I don't think you can see. And it's almost just care at this point to have issues. Just a few months. We had a few months there where it was solid. We got our hotspot.
We went up to 1080p. It was awesome.
We were even running 1080p, and it was great.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what's been going on over the summer, but it's just deteriorated. All right, we're getting a little bit back here. Got the phone cooling off.
Back in. Yeah.
Still not the. I mean, we're still really we're bottom base. Okay, I think we might have something just above the bottom.
We're no longer in the red, and we're just in the orange.
Yep, exactly. Okay, do some comments now.
Okay, cool. Ron said all the Santa Fe's that I know have the sun in front of the Santa Fe logo.
Maybe they've always done that then. I've just never paid attention to the Santa Fe before.
Oh, especially the logo.
Right.
Yeah. It seems to be okay right now.
Yeah, we seem to be recovering a bit.
Right. Okay.
So I was saying, I really like the way that all the controls are laid out here. I think it's a very nice, straightforward. You've got physical controls for the audio system. You've got physical controls for the HVAC, very important. Nice little rocker switches for the temperature. your various like active safety, your heated and cooled seats. It's kind of a nice, well-presented layout here.
It does look like that. It looks very crisp,
Yeah.
very clean. It's not like you're gonna find buttons that do the same thing, but in two different locations in the front here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Is this a touchscreen?
Yeah.
It is. Nice.
Yeah, it's a fairly straightforward layout, similar to what they've been using for a while. You have quite a neat digital gauge cluster. So you've got your various screens for eco and you know, how much power you're using. And then Liz, can you switch that drive mode selector right there to smart?
This one?
Yep. And you see how the gauges switched over there, and now they're a little more of like a shiny look. So that's kind of neat.
That is pretty.
Yeah.
What is that interesting beeping sound?
Lane departure warning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, slightly less obnoxious than our Tesla.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah, that Tesla is, it sounds like the whole world is ending.
Right, when you go out of your lane, it's like, oh my gosh, take control! Yeah, it's like our cats.
Yeah.
One thing goes wrong, they freak out.
Yeah.
Cool, well we're climbing back into signals, so that's good. And then, yeah. Let's see, let's give Moran his test even though he didn't want it. Let's switch over into sport mode. Gauges go all red. Shift down into second. There we go. It's so quiet.
It is so nicely quiet.
Yeah, it shifted. You guys can probably barely hear it, but it shifted.
Right.
And you don't get a tachometer in this car, so I don't know what the red line is, to be fair.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Alright, sweet. So let us know, guys, what you want to see and what you want to know about the Santa Fe. We're here
Yeah.
and doing all the things, questions, and we'll do our best to answer them.
You guys voted for the Santa Fe over the Tesla, so
Yeah.
you must have really wanted to see it.
They've probably just seen our Tesla too many times.
Right. They're like, yeah, we don't need to hear about that.
Yeah.
Although we did roll over 10,000 miles with the Tesla, which is pretty neat. So, 10,000 trouble-free miles, knock on wood.
Yeah. Minus losing one aero cover, but we
Yeah.
have that replaced now.
Right. Yep.
That was not necessarily the car's fault.
Right. We're going to be trying some 18-inch wheels on the Tesla here coming up soon, so that'll be fun.
Currently rocking the standard 19-inch.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to some smaller wheels with some more sidewall on it.
Yeah, we're hoping that improves the ride, maybe a little bit of an efficiency bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that souped up.
Oh yeah, an FJ Cruiser. Looks
Yeah.
cool in the gray.
Those look cool. I like those.
Yeah.
They're like a cooler Renegade.
Yeah. No, I don't know why Toyota stopped making those. Pretty
They
strange.
did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they stopped selling them a little while back. And they've pretty much just held their values since then.
Wow. That's cool. I hope it's one of those things when people stop making, or the manufacturers stop making the cars, they come back to it eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Ford not making any more sedans, and hopefully they come back to it in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Ooh! Squirrely! Wow.
This thing is really well insulated inside. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't hear very much.
That was so quiet.
Yeah.
That was so quiet. I didn't even feel worried at all until it started to almost fishtail a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've got excellent active lane keeping as well, so you can see it's enabled. I don't know what's going to happen when we go from the 1 lane to 2 right here, but let's just see what happens. The wheel. Oh. Oh. No,
Oh,
it
yeah.
did give up right there, but once we actually catch the lane, let's see, now you can see over here in the wheel, it just does it itself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how confident is this lane keep assist?
It's fairly good. It's not quite as good as Teslas or GM's,
Okay.
but it's within the top 5.
Wow.
And the neat thing is it'll go a really long time without asking you to put your hands on the wheel.
Yeah, you do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't like to be nagged while you drive.
Exactly. Do it for me, please.
Yes, yeah. So what are the top 5 lane keeping assist?
I would say Tesla, GM Super Cruise, Volvo's was up there. It's starting to slip a bit. Hyundai. I feel like I'm missing one.
Mercedes?
Mercedes is pretty good, yep.
Yeah, but it's only in their
BMW's
top.
is pretty good too.
Got it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Neat.
Pretty sweet. We're all caught up on chat still.
Wow. How
Yeah.
many people we got on the video?
We got 10.
Man.
Yep.
Alright. Well, everyone probably turned off when our signal is trash, so.
We had half that about that time. Yeah.
Okay.
So. Kyle is in the chat.
Hey, Kyle.
He said, hey, I did my first ever car review. What car was it, Kyle?
Ooh, look, a Mercury Marauder. Those are cool.
Those look like, those old cop cars.
Mhm.
Is that what they are?
Same platform, yeah, it was just a Mercury high performance version.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda neat. Yeah, this car is a good example of how you can get just kind of a mundane, reliable, safe, simple-ish, boring-ish family mover, just daily driver type car without it having to be bland. Like, it's just a slight, it's like, this is kind of like having vanilla ice cream and putting chocolate syrup on it.
Nice.
I've been using vanilla ice cream as a lot of car analogies lately.
What was your favorite? I mean, just ice cream in general.
Yeah, that's true. We have the Mercedes GLC 300 this week as well, and that's like vanilla ice cream, but just like meh vanilla ice cream. Like, you ever gone to like a luxury restaurant or something, like a fancy restaurant, and they have vanilla ice cream, you just so happen to get it, maybe so you're getting the dessert a la mode or something, and you're just like, this ice cream is just like, it's just nothing special.
Right.
You're like, why, like, this isn't fancy.
Huh.
That was the GLC.
That's sad.
Yep.
That's sad for a Mercedes, and you really are paying attention to the company, kind of grip onto its brand name,
Right.
instead of actually making the brand work for it.
Right.
Like how this Hyundai is.
Yep.
Yeah. Huh. So Kyle drove the 2020 Toyota Camry SE.
Ah, neat.
Yeah.
That's a solid little car.
Yeah. Kyle, I imagine that your car reviews are really quite interesting because, as you know, you cannot see. So I'm interested to know.
I hope that's not news to him.
I don't think it should be. I'm interested to know like what it is that you focus on in the car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Probably the smells.
Smells and how it feels and where everything is, because you have to find where everything is by feel.
To be honest, you could probably get a decent following with blind car reviews.
I really think you could.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you've got like a really nice soothing voice that people like to listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it's going to be a game changer once level 5 autonomous cars come out.
Yeah.
And then you truly could do a car review from a blind person standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, because in the driver's seat, it's like, all right, what is this thing like? And then is it jostling you around, or is it nice and smooth and subtle?
That'd be kind of cool. Oh, Moran says, I drained the battery on the Model 3P. Thankfully, it had enough juice to turn around and go downhill.
Where were you going? Probably somewhere out in the mountains in Cali.
Yeah. Probably just throwing that throttle down and draining the juice so fast.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Ripping that Model 3, just like we're ripping this Santa Fe.
Listen.
Not exactly lighting your hair on fire, but hey, let's see how it can hang around this corner.
Oh boy. Yeah. I'm thankful for these every time a car has one, especially when we come up to this. I remember it fishtailed a little bit when we were going on that on-ramp. Let's see if it does it again. That Toyota back there is like, why?
I'm gonna do it again with traction control off, see if it acts any different.
Once again?
Well, I can actually turn off traction control and stability control. That's
Wow.
just a tough Hyundai.
Oh, this one won't be as much because look at that stop sign right there. graceful.
Gotta give these trucks some room.
Yeah. Here we go. Wow.
Good amount of body roll, but it's composed.
I thought body roll meant that's what the car did when you like crash it and it just rolls.
No, body roll is just like that feeling of the whole car kind of like going.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2 trucks.
2 trucks.
5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Right, let's pull into our old defunct credit union here and take a look at this thing again, now with better signal and less wind.
Ah, this building is so pretty.
Yeah, it is kind of neat, isn't it? Right.
Cool.
Also, interesting shifter for the Santa Fe. This is kind of a new Hyundai thing they've been doing for a lot of their newer cars, the button shifter.
Buttons.
I think it works really well. Actually, it's probably one of my favorite button shifters on the market because you just press exactly what you want. It's the Honda one, I find myself pressing reverse for drive and vice versa a few times, but this works really nicely and it makes for just a smooth layout. And then under here you got some storage. You could put a purse down there or something. In fact, did you bring your purse?
I did, it's right here.
Look at that. It's right
I love
in there.
that.
Yeah.
I would, oh my gosh, points for me.
Women in mind.
Women in mind.
Well.
Look at that. Because I always, whenever I'm riding passenger, it just sits down on the left of my feet. And it kind of just, especially if I have stuff in the outside pockets, it will fall over. Stuff will fly out of the pockets. Sometimes I put my phone in the back outside pocket. And then, especially with the way that Charlie's driving, my phone could end up back there on the floor, over underneath Charlie's seat on the floor. So actually having a space, a designated space that could be universal for many other things, not just a purse, that actually keeps it off the floor and in a very set position. I love that so much.
Perfect.
Yeah, even if I was just driving it as the driver, I'd put it there still.
That's what I figured, yeah.
Yeah.
Another cool thing we've got is the blind spot monitor camera. So when you put your blinker on, it shows you whatever side you're gonna merge.
Too.
Yeah. So I can do that, and then stick my hand out, and be like, where is it? Where's the camera? Hello. Looks like it's right on the edge of the mirror. All right, and like I said earlier, heated and cooled seats.
Love that too.
Yeah, just a lot of good things going on in here.
I do like that.
Do we have the 360 camera? I think we do. Yep.
Show it again.
So we can go out there and drive the car around a few different angles here. Yeah.
That's super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of perks with this car.
Yes.
I like it a lot. Super awesome.
A few things to note for donations today. For every donation we get, we will launch this sucker. That's very exciting. And if we reach $10, we'll throw Alyssa behind the wheel. And for $20, we'll take this thing off-road.
Oh, wow.
Because we do have a center locking diff right there and a snow mode. Surprisingly no off-road mode, but like
Also
I
a
said,
sport mode.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
First, yeah. So, try it out. Let's hop out and take a look and get to some comments. You just leave that inside.
Yeah.
Ah, it's nice out today, even though it's a little windy for you guys. It's nice out for us.
It's really nice out.
Mm-hmm.
Cool enough to wear jeans.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Really lovely.
What do you guys think about the silver grille? You think it works with this car? I think it'd be interesting to see the silver grille against maybe like a red paint or something, or a black paint.
Yeah.
Silver on silver for me doesn't do it, but
I love it.
Alyssa likes it.
I love it a lot. This is really pretty. And I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but this isn't like a true silver. It's almost like a creamy silver. It's got some yellow tones in it.
Creamy silver.
Well, maybe it's being in the shade, but I think it's really pretty. Like, this is like a true chrome silver.
I see what you mean.
And this is this has some more gray in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yep. Any comments?
Yes, yes we do. All right. Kyle titled his latest car review, his first ever car review, my name is Kyle and I'm a chocoholic. That's what he named it.
Okay.
He got 50 views on it. That's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Ron said he was in a canyon run as usual. What are those like? What is...
Canyons?
Yeah. Well, no, not a canyon, but like canyon runs. Are there...
Just driving aggressive. Like driving aggressive through the canyons.
Is
A
there
run
a road?
through the canyon.
Is there a road through the canyon?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Okay. Off-roading his Model
No,
3.
on road.
No, I'm saying it'd be funny.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah. Huh. Ron says the rear tires on his Model 3 are already getting bald. So he's gonna go with Toyo R888R or Michelin PS 4S.
Pilot Sport 4S's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. I'd go with Pilot Sport 4S's, but I'm just not too familiar with the Toyos, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. If we lived out in out there, I'd be rocking some nice summers too.
Yeah. Professor Z says the girl seems to work better against that color, but in darker colors it seems too out there.
Interesting. I could see that. Hyundai's
Yeah.
kind of got that blingy look sometimes with with those. So yeah, it makes sense.
Do these come in like that deep dark green that the Genesis do?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Maybe in the calligraphy trim, but I don't think so.
Because I can see the silver or the chrome pieces really standing out really well with that deep dark green.
Yeah, you're right.
Pretty.
I could see that too.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. Okay, cool. We're
Caught
all
up?
Caught up.
Cool. Got some Santa Fe kick plates in here. Still got my sunshade on. Ooh, heated seats in the rear. That's cool.
That's actually awesome.
2-stage outboard heated seats. So this car costs just about as much as our Model Y did, and has just about, actually a few more features, because you got the 360 camera, you've got the cooled seats. That's the one thing Tesla needs to get on, is cooled seats. I don't know why they don't.
That black leather inside too,
Right.
and the glass roof.
Yeah, it just beams right in there, like cooled seats, Tesla, come on.
Yeah, there are times when I'm out driving and I go and I leave the car in the parking lot. I come back and as I'm walking to the car, I'm turning it on to start the air conditioning. And it tells me what the interior temperature of the car is. And yesterday it was 100. It was 100 inside the car. I mean, normal cars are gonna be like that too, but bruh.
Yeah, you should utilize the function. If you're not going to be out for more than like 20 minutes, you can just leave the climate control running.
Yeah.
Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah. Right now I have it so that it turns off
15 cents,
when
whatever.
I leave.
Yeah. Right. You do have a power point back here and some tie downs. Fairly straightforward. We did do a test on the Harman Kardon audio system. It's okay.
It's okay. What tier is it?
I think I gave it a B.
B tier.
Yeah.
Cool.
But tier. Let's take a look at the motor. Pop it open. I do think they could do a little bit more with their handles. I think that if I owned an automaker, I would make the door handles and the steering wheel feel so nice. Those would be the two things that, like, you'd be like, oh man. You'd be in like a Ford Focus and you'd be like, ooh, the steering wheel and these door handles, they feel really good. Because those are the first two things you're going to interact with when you get in the car. You walk up, door handle. That's not inspiring, you know? So immediately your very first impression is like, ooh. And that doesn't matter if you're test driving or if it's the 100th time you've gotten in the car that week. You're going to use the door handle and then you're going to get in and you're going to touch the steering wheel. So this steering wheel feels pretty decent. It's leather wrapped, feels nice, but I would make my steering wheel butter leather smooth.
Absolutely.
And I would make my driver door handle the most solid bank vault feeling door handle in existence. And I cheap out on other things. I don't care. Cheap out on, you know, seat controls or things down, plastics down here, or these buttons, whatever. That's fine. You don't use them very often, but those two things would be like
if you're gonna do anything at all,
yes,
start with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, I'm done.
Cool. I do see what you mean with the handles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to do that to your door handle. Come on.
I'm checking.
All right, let's see what we got under the hood, if you know what I mean. I'll let you take that.
All right.
You got hood struts, that's nice. Yeah, there's your little 1.6 liter inline four, and
This
your
is tiny.
yeah, that's
Wow.
not much going on in here.
Wow.
Gets the job done.
And it's quiet.
Very quiet. Yeah, this 1.6 liter motor is good from Hyundai. They put in a lot of products, and what's wrong? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as I said earlier, if we reach our $10 donation goal, we'll throw Alyssa behind the wheel, see what she thinks of this mommy mobile.
I'm really excited to drive it too.
Right.
I love all those features.
We don't have Mr. Pity in the chat, so we're missing out on one of our Monopoly money supporter. And yeah, and no Yas.
No, yeah.
Look at this nice pine cone. Isn't that just a really cool pine cone?
Yeah.
It's like idyllic.
It's like the ones that you would wax for Christmas time.
For those of you out in like Moran, out in California, I don't think you guys probably have pine cones
I
like
think they
this.
totally have pine cones.
Like this?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe in the mountains or something.
Been out to California once.
All right.
Such a bad boy.
Am I? Let's get this thing on the road again before this entire stream gets off the rails.
Yeah.
That's kind of a neat little spot you got going on.
I love that. I love that.
And it's grippy too, so it's not rattling and sliding
It's not going to
around.
rattle the sunglasses. They're not going to slide over.
Right.
Yep.
And you know what? It's a fairly large center console as well. Look how deep that is.
That's pretty awesome.
And you have this little tray to hold some other things.
That doesn't slide around though.
No,
But that's okay.
it latches itself in.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is kind of a neat wireless device charger as well. You stick it vertically, slide it in there,
I love that.
and it wirelessly charges the heck out of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you get the little light come on to tell you that it's working. The one thing I was surprised with though, is, take that,
Okay.
despite this being a redesign for 2021, no USB Type-C's in here.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right, and only that one USB-A data port.
Man, he really dropped his phone.
Yeah, it's stuck in the abyss. And
The abyss I was talking about.
Right.
Exactly. See, he's got to go all the way in the back.
I gotta be careful too because it's if I press the screen the wrong way, it'll cancel the live stream.
Yeah, that's going to be really bad. Yep. You guys know the struggle. You drop your phone.
Struggles are real.
Yeah. At least it didn't go in between the seat and the real abyss where none of our hands are small
Right. Well,
enough.
it did, but it slipped through, fortunately.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. The car was on that whole time, keeping the AC going.
That's super nice.
Hybrid
Yeah.
perks.
Yeah.
Look at it. People have no. There's fucking trash over here.
Charles, keep it PG.
Friggin' trash.
My brother did get a Tucson, but it's a hybrid as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably the same powertrain.
Okay, yeah, probably. This is really very nice.
Yeah. You know what else is nice is that full quality stream.
Heck yeah, look at that.
Finally.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing.
I want to know if Moran got his car out of impound yet. The E4 500.
Yeah, good question, man. And what was the process? What is the process?
Yeah, I probably had to pay some.
Is it a Google? It's a Google Street View car! I've never seen one before!
You guys are all gonna be on Street View.
Oh my gosh, I love that!
We should go chase it.
Oh my gosh, please! Let's go chase it! Turn around now.
We can go this way and take a right.
We don't know where he's going though. He's probably going to that roundabout.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we are flying, guys.
We're on a mission now.
Yeah. Thank goodness that wasn't a cop in that SUV behind us. Man. Ron says the Toyo is sticky and has way more grip than any Michelin.
Okay.
But they're super loud, but he doesn't mind the loudness.
Interesting. I would mind the loudness a bit in the Tesla because the rest of the car is so quiet, but I could see like in the Shelby not caring about the tire noise.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Professor Z says those headlights are definitely interesting. It sets it apart from the road a little bit.
That is true. I mean,
On the road,
yeah, it does look more unique. It's not just your average. I mean, like that again, that GLC we have this week is just so boring. It looks like every single other car, no character.
Yeah.
This at least has some character.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find that Google Street View.
Come on, little hybrid, let's go.
You really did get distracted by that pine cone. That's one of the comments.
It's a nice pine cone. Alright, so the question is, did he take a right and then a left, or did he go straight to the roundabout?
I'm gonna look for him over there.
Probably long gone at this point.
Rough. Also, don't want to follow him in an area outside of our stream.
Ha. Well, at least we got on there once.
Rough. That's cool to know that they're updating, though.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
they're running all around.
All over the place. Always updating. Always perfecting.
So, if you ever need to use a Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid to chase down a Google Street View car, probably not the best because it's not that fast.
Nice. Ron says I do my canyon runs on Malibu to Santa Monica most of the time. But when it's late at night, I do it in PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. And yes, we have pine trees. I have one in front of my house. Yeah, see, they're in California. Just because it's like nicer weather there and always blue skies and like never rains doesn't mean they don't have pine trees.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool. We're caught
Very. Kyle's like, what in the world? Probably heard me screech and was like, what's going on? Oh.
Look, road rage.
Nice.
Or just two people talking to each other, one of the two.
Oh my gosh, that is some cancer.
They're stopped in the middle of the road.
Wow.
This Fusion literally has to like...
I want that to be road rage. Get on camera. Be awesome. Oh,
he's got a flat. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that.
Look at that! That is, sorry person, that we're not filming you, it's something else. Rough.
Yeah,
Poor
that is
dude.
rough. He's so close. That is smart though, not to just pull over on a busy road to change your tire, because like, it's dangerous. Try to get off to like a side street or something.
Right. Maybe it's happened to him more than once.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Rip. Cool.
Yes. So, Ron's talking about his impounding stuff. He did get it out of the impound 15 days earlier. And for that he paid $3,500. Dang.
Probably didn't pay that much more than that for the car itself. Guess crime doesn't pay.
It makes him pay.
Yeah.
Man. Kyle says, treat that hybrid like a Kia Stinger GT.
Oh yeah, we're ripping it.
Like Nathan says, rip it and rip it.
Yep.
Or he has said it before anyways.
That is now his catchphrase.
Yep.
In all walks of life. All situations.
All things.
Yep.
Let's just...
He grips it and he rips it. It's his character move. The cool thing is even beating on this car, we're still getting 30 miles per gallon.
I love that!
So, ish.
Gosh.
So we don't have to beg for money.
Nice.
Now next week we'll have a Lexus RCF and a Kia Rio. So Kia Rio will be very efficient, and that'll be fun to toss around. And your RCF will be very inefficient and fun to toss around.
We've not had an RCF, right?
With that yellow one last year.
It was?
Yep.
That's why I recognized it.
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go. That was like the most aggressive one we've ever done. Like, it didn't look like it, but the car like moved outside. Yeah.
Kind of tossed it.
You sure tossed it. Oh god.
Cool. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to know or see with the old Hyundai Santa Fe, let us know. About 15 minutes or so here. If you want to see Alissa behind the wheel, just $5 on the Cash App. We will appreciate that donation and get her behind and see her thoughts. And there's always the off-road loop. We haven't taken the off-road loop in a while.
We haven't been out there in a minute. We haven't really had any trucks or big off-road
No, it's been sporty
vehicles.
type things. So $10 on the Cash App or $20 on YouTube. We'll try out this center locking diff.
Neat.
Yeah.
So far, I'm really liking this car.
Yeah, it's a
Really
perfectly fine
liking it.
car.
Yeah.
For me, it's a weird spot because the new Tucson is a little bit larger than the previous Tucson, and it also only has 2 rows. So the Tucson fits a lot of the bills that this would fit. And then if you go up just a little bit larger, you can get the Palisade, which while you can't get in a hybrid, you can at least get a 3rd row. It's very luxurious, still nice to drive and everything. So it's like, I kind of felt the same way about the Ford Edge. It's like, you could either go slightly smaller and get a more fuel efficient, cheaper car, or you can go slightly larger and get a much more capable type car. So I don't really know why you'd get the Santa Fe over the other two. Maybe someone else could sell me on it, but it's a weird in-between size for me.
Got it.
Yeah. I guess if you're the type of person who is regularly filling your car up, like say you've got 2 teenagers, 2 adults, and you're taking all their crap regularly, but none of their friends because they're introverts and they don't have friends, then maybe you get a Santa Fe. But if they're littler kids, you can probably get away with a Tucson, and if they're larger kids or have friends, you're going to want a 3rd row. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I understand that. I was just thinking for myself,
yeah,
I'd probably, if I didn't have you around to kind of be like, you should have the Tesla, and I'd be like, oh heck yeah, we should definitely have a Tesla, then I'd be like, oh, I could definitely see myself, if I actually wanted a crossover,
yeah,
picking something pretty much like this, which is smack dab right on its target market.
But why would you need this much space? This is a lot of space.
I wouldn't, essentially. I really wouldn't. But if I wanted to be up higher...
So, but you could just get a Tucson.
Fair.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they deliberately made the newer Tucson larger.
Well, I wouldn't want it larger than this if it's just me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The Tucson's smaller than this, but it's larger than the previous Tucson.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, it's weird. I felt that way about the Ford Edge, too, because it's like the Edge is only 2 rows, and you could get an Escape or an Explorer. But, whatever. Yeah. I feel like the difference between this and a Tucson is just packing, like, a little bit more carefully.
Interesting. Yeah.
There's an Edge right in front of us.
I like those nice deep teal colors.
I do, too. Yeah,
on
it's
the
a
Edge.
nice color.
That's you don't see that a whole lot on crossovers.
There's a great example right there, that Toyota Highlander. That's a 3-row. It's essentially the same size as the Edge, but the Edge is a 2-row.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like that'd just be so cramped.
The 3rd row?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine, but it's just for taking small kids short distances, you know?
Okay.
So, I don't know. Fight me.
Nice.
You know, I'd really like to hear from the commenters. What should we eat for dinner tonight?
Yes, what are your guys' suggestions?
I'm thinking cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
But if you have any
That's
other
what we have at
recommendations,
home.
let us know.
Yeah. Yep.
We got cheeseburgers at home.
Cheeseburgers at home. Frozen. Crying Boy says, I'm driving the Elantra Hybrid getting 56.4 miles to the gallon going 70.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, the new Elantra is really good.
Yeah.
Whip it!
No! I'd like to think all the coloration on this ramp is from all of the cars we've been driving on it.
Yeah,
All the tire squeals coming off on the road.
So composed.
Very nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for any of you who didn't catch it earlier, we've got this great active lane keeping, which we'll show as we go around the corner. But cool, good on that guy for getting an Elantra. Those new Elantras are great.
Yeah. I don't like how they sound.
Yeah.
But
anyone who's driving it just casually is probably not.
Yeah.
And the hybrid sounds better because it's got the battery to sort of like propel, give it a little extra torque.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's kind of like this car. The motor's just so quiet.
Right. That's super nice.
Steering is so 20th century. Ooh, it's not happy. Oh, there we go. Fixed it.
Wow, that's interesting. wasn't like, ah, we're gonna crash.
Right.
Tesla does it like that. Yeah.
Got chats?
Moran says, if sometime in the future you guys come to Cali and want to see some pine trees, they're in the Beverly Hills, Wallingford area and in Anaheim Hills area, I'm sure, but I'm sure about the Wallingford because I do live there. Very nice.
I mean, yes, I knew that there were pine trees in California, but like when you're talking like the deserty type area, and you know, there's lots of different kinds of pine trees too. So.
Right.
Anyway.
I'm sure they are different. The cones themselves are slightly different shapes as well.
Right.
Yes.
I just feel like when you see a nice little pine cone like that one, you think of like a Canadian like cabin in the wood, log cabin with like snow.
Yeah.
And reindeer and Santa and yeah.
And Santa.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay.
Anything else?
Yes. Yahago Harrison says you need to test out the X-Drive 340i 2021. I don't know what that is.
Well, we had a 2020. It's not going to be any different. It's a good car. It's very fast. Good chassis. It's just pricey.
Yahago is looking forward to a review like that.
Okay. Well, we reviewed a 2020. We reviewed a 2021 M3, so kind of combined the two, and that's what you got.
Nice. Okay. I thought it was a BMW.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just on a slower track day with all these
Yeah.
curves we're just throwing this through.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Sweet. Oh, here's another one.
Caught up.
Yeah, we're caught up.
Cool. So what are y'all doing for the holiday weekend? I'm sure Moran's gonna get like tires that make red, white, and blue smoke or something like that.
Oh my gosh,
Put them on his car and then light them up. Realistically, you could do that, Moran. You could take the GLS, you could get a red smoke tire, a blue smoke tire, and like just 2 standard tires in the back or whatever, and just do a 4-wheel burnout, and you do a red, white, and blue burnout. That would be awesome. You could go viral with that.
Ron, that's patriotic.
Yeah, there aren't too many people out there that have 4-wheel drive cars that could light them up as well as your GLS. Yep. So that's what I'm expecting out of him.
Very nice. I want to know what color his Shelby is.
You just gotta check YouTube.
Well, do you remember at all?
I want to say it's gray, but gray or black, but I can't remember.
Is that Shelby that we had? Was that a white one with the 2 blue stripes down the center? No, that would be really patriotic.
Yes.
Have one like that around.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
We haven't had many American cars recently. I reached out to Ford like a month and a half ago and said, hey, can we get some stuff? And they just ghosted me. So, same with Chrysler. I've been trying to get the new Jeep Wrangler plug-in hybrid for a while. I haven't gotten that.
Wow, Wrangler's doing a plug-in hybrid. That's pretty cool.
I know, it's super cool. I want to see. They also have a V8 Wrangler, and that'd be cool too. So.
Wow. Is it possible to do the V8 plug-in hybrid? That'd be kind of
I mean,
neat.
you could, but it'd be kind of like.
Pointless?
Yeah, because it's like, well, what do you want? You want efficiency or power? Like.
I want to choose between. I want to be able to have power when I want it, and it be like a little dial.
Yeah.
And then to be able to be like, nah, I need to save some gas because I just like ran so much.
Yeah, I don't think.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't think there's any plug-in hybrid V8s.
That would be like science stuff.
Right.
That would need to be figured out for like the next. Oh, we're going straight.
Yeah, I don't feel like sitting in that backup because it's clearly very backed up.
Yeah, that's a lot of traffic right there. But like in the next 10 years or so, maybe they'll figure it out and be like, we did this and we put it in all our trucks. Someone.
It would just be, you'd have a lot of weight and you'd have a lot of cost.
Yeah, I mean, they've also made Hummers that were a lot of weight and a lot of cost, so.
Right, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like that would happen.
Cool, well,
Science
if you
world.
speak it out into existence.
Right. Nice. Ron says I may do that.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
Great idea.
And he also says it's avalanche gray, but now it's in orange.
That's what it was. For some reason, I was thinking orange, but I was like, no, it was definitely gray. So that makes sense.
I like the orange.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Sure, it's cool.
I actually don't like that color at all, but
Yeah, at one point, Alyssa made it known that she had a burning, fiery passion for orange.
hatred.
Hatred, not passion.
Not passion.
Slightly different.
Didn't like it.
Did not like. Those mailboxes?
No. Oh, possibly. I didn't look further into that field. What?
No one told us what to eat.
What?
No one told us what to have for dinner.
No one cares.
They want us to starve. Well, next time you guys vote for the Santa Fe, I'm taking the Model Y. I feel like we'd have 3 times as many
Probably.
viewers on that live stream.
We'll just do it next time. No, we're not. We're gonna do a Rio next time. I don't think I've ever seen a Rio that wasn't like 20 years old and just clapped out.
Right. Which
Yeah.
is a shame because the new Rio is actually quite good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Right. Yeah, it's a hatchback too.
Oh, cute. Gosh, I love a hatchback.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good little car. And Chris Brower's gonna drive it to Chicago. He's gonna get like 50 miles per gallon.
Wow. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. He drove this to Chicago, got 30 miles per gallon over the whole trip.
It's nice.
Really good. Yeah.
Very nice. Look at all them logs back in that truck stuff.
Truck stuff. Skirty skirt.
Crossover life.
Yeah, seriously. Neat. Well, we're gonna get wrapping things up here in the next few minutes. Sorry we weren't on Tuesday. I was actually out riding in a Baja Ridgeline truck, so that was fun. And then the previous Friday, we were out doing lemons racing stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Been busy beavers, but we should be on next week. Around.
Ron says if we want a 2-year-old German Shepherd and want to adopt it, he's willing to give it to us.
Well, we appreciate that, but we are more cat people.
Yeah.
I think our kitties would beat up a German Shepherd.
I think our kitties would run away and never come back. Yeah. Yeah. Kyle says we should have pizza.
Pizza does sound good.
It does sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like with that cat comment, a bunch of people are going to be like, ooh, yeah, I thought you were cool, but nah.
Daily Motor. No dog people.
No dogs allowed.
Yeah.
At least in our house, we don't care.
No. We're just a bunch of pussies. Yeah, so we were tossing around this idea of doing uncensored Friday live streams. So, in fact, I think you can do a poll now. They're in the chat. Does it
what?
Does it give you an option as the moderator, or do I have to initiate it?
I think you might have to initiate it because I don't see any way I can do that.
Let me, I'll pull in. We'll spend the last few minutes polling whether we should do unstreamed or uncensored Friday live streams.
Uncensored. What do you guys think right now? Just, type it in. Do you hate that idea? Do you like that idea? Are you indifferent? Do you think Daily Motor is perfect and shouldn't change, or?
We like Daily Motor having crappy signal quality and no sound muffles on their microphones. We want it just the way it is. Let's see. We like to sit and just watch you play on your phone. That's what we like to do with our time.
Exactly. I wonder if that is Charlie just subtly telling me to take the camera off of him.
It wasn't. But
okay,
that is
fair. That's good to know.
Okay. Create a poll. Ask a question.
We're in some shade, so you guys can't really see this all that much. But oh wait, just kidding. Look at these neat waves in the speaker right here. It's kind of neat. I wonder if that helps with the sound at all, or if it's just for cool looks.
I think it's just for cool looks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kyle said that would be amazing.
Yeah, I bet he'd like that. Although, Kyle, I'm worried about you getting a little bit too excited and something happening.
All right, I made the poll. Go ahead and check your chat, see if it comes up.
Ah,
Oh,
there it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, nice. Can I vote? I'm gonna vote.
I am not going to vote.
It doesn't look like I'm able to vote either.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair if we do. We should let it be.
You don't think we get a say in our own channel? This isn't a democracy, it's a dictatorship.
There is one vote. Did you do it? You didn't do it? Oh.
Probably Moran.
No. I'm more interested in knowing what you guys would like without us putting our opinion in, because essentially you guys are the customers, right? So that's kind of how I think of it.
Well, what if our channel's just a bunch of Karens?
Then we're doing something wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
What if Moran actually just has a big Karen haircut and he just spends time going into the Tesla store wanting to speak to the manager about why his tires are wearing out so fast?
You know,
He goes into the impound lot. Excuse me, I want to speak to the impound manager. I need my Mercedes back.
Well, then Moran's got to be like the coolest Karen out there.
Cool Karens?
A cool Karen with a C. Cause he's a
alliteration.
Karen.
Yeah.
He's caring.
A caring Karen. Cool caring Karen.
That also goes at like 200 miles an hour.
Cool.
And has like a Shelby and a really nice smirk.
Cool
and...
caring Californian Karens.
Wow.
Sounds like those books that are like the they were the alliteration. You never read those, I don't think. Like the Creepy Clowns of Kalamazoo was one
Yeah,
of the books.
I never read those.
I should have to read that one. That was a scary one. Anyway, what do we got in the
I only
any
show,
more votes?
It only shows that we have two votes, and I can't get rid of it.
Maybe you have to vote in order to see the results.
Really?
Do yes.
Don't show what I do.
If it make you feel better, I could do no and you could do yes, and then that would balance out the results.
Are you even able to do it though?
Yeah.
That's the question. Okay.
Let's see. Daily Motor.
Wow.
I will say no.
I did.
60-40. Oh, you said no? Dang it, Liz. I told you to do yes.
But I didn't want to. Can I change my vote? Report poll?
No. Well, alright. So we know the two no votes are both us. Everyone else has voted yes.
Okay, well that's good.
Moran, the reason I want to send him to adoption is that he just destroys everything. Yeah, well, that's what dogs do.
Yeah, yeah.
Kyle voted, excuse me, I need my Hellcat out of impound.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. Well, I wanted to say this about the poll about the Uncensored Friday live streams, and I know there's some of you that watch that don't prefer to comment, which is totally fine. I'm not telling you to comment, but I also want you to feel like your opinion is heard. So if you really don't like it, speak now or forever hold your peace about the uncensored live drives, because I want to make sure everyone feels like they have a say in what we do. And they're heard. So if we start doing stuff and you're like, I'm not going to watch on Fridays anymore and I'm going to unsub, I don't want that to happen, obviously. So, yeah.
I say Friday live streams go on stream uncensored, then, you better just watch on Tuesdays then if you don't like it. If you don't like it, you can get out.
We are getting more votes. Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For yes?
Yes.
F yeah.
Yeah. So far.
Yep.
Right.
Cool. All right, well, let's wrap this up. Maybe we'll do another poll on the other things sometime. So Wendy, look at all the pine cones. Look at them all. There's so many. Let's throw one at Alyssa.
No! Ow! Monday's gonna get so mad.
Cool. All right, well, thanks for coming along, dudes. We'll catch you next week with the URSF and the Rio.
Say that again?
URSF? RCF? URSF.
No, they named it that because. Yeah.
Neat. Any last chats I should get to before we end it?
Yes, this is gonna be great. Ron says, actually, I don't have Karen hair because I hate Karens and I have a Karen neighbor. And that's enough Karen for my life.
I feel like Moran would have a Karen neighbor.
Yep.
California, a bunch of cool cars, German Shepherd, single dude. He's bound to have a Karen.
Yeah, you're living your life too free, and there's some woman out there, unfortunately it sounds like it's your neighbor, that just wants to control that. Exactly. I have a Karen for a brother, so.
Not the one who owns the Tucson though.
No.
No. Cool. All right, we'll see you next week, everyone. Have a good, safe weekend. Stay away from them fireworks. They're bad news.
Nah.
We'll see you on the next one. We're Charlie and Alyssa from Daily Motor, and as always,
Drive on.